Let's talk about the possibility that Donald Trump was used by Wall Street and is now being discarded by Wall Street and the establishment because he was a threat to the status quo. And the reason why I say it was a threat to the status quo is not because he wanted to be a threat to the status quo, but most because his ego, his ego got in front of the mission that he was assigned to do. Now, I'm gonna break this down for you guys, so enough people already is gonna like, oh no, 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 no. Listen, for the common people, this the ordinary citizen, those of us who aren't the 1%, I want you guys to listen to me and listen to me carefully. Stop falling prey to these ideologies. No, talking about socialism, capitalism, whichever religion you're from, Muslim, Judaism. All of these things are tools of control by those in power. Morality, justice, all these things are tools that the rules and tools that the poor and the weak play by. Rich and powerful don't care about shit. They don't care if America becomes socialist tomorrow. They don't care if America remain capitalist. They don't care. The only thing they care about is maintaining their power. Whatever will give them the most power is where they're going to go. I keep trying to tell people this. These look at these political parties, these Democrats, these Republicans, and they really believe wholeheartedly that these people are fighting for them. They are fighting to maintain a status quo. No, Donald Trump, let's get to him. I believe that Trump run at the behest of Wall Street. I truly believe that. I think he went in there. I think he was a perfect fit to. He could instill in the people that, listen, I am not the status quo. And everything about him screamed, I am not the status quo. Now, he could go around telling poor people that he's going to fight for them. How can a man who has been a billionaire, who has been rich for most of his life, fight for you who was poor? This man don't care anything about you guys. Trump hotels, Trump resorts, Trump business don't cater to poor people in rural America. Everything about Donald Trump is catered towards those who are rich and powerful. His hotels, his resorts, the golf country clubs and all of these things, they are catered to a different demographic. How can this man come in and convince poor people that he's fighting for them? That was the first sign, right? He came in and he gave the rich and powerful their tax cuts. Rich Wall Street got their tax cut. They got some form of deregulation. They got to get more free reign to do what they would like. Trump even went in there and fight for China. Now, this is important, and I want you guys to listen to me. Globalization is not going to be reversed. As a matter of fact, capital wishes to be free. That is why cryptocurrency is now becoming a huge thing, because what is happening is that capital is now trying to go to the next step of true fluidity, where that capital can move from an account in America and go to China in hours and start and beginning its purpose in either establishing a company, buying homes, everything we done within just like that fast. That's the next stage of capitalism, whatever you want to call it. So globalization is not going to be reversed. So this nationalism that Trump was singing was a threat to China. Everything was all about getting China. China is going to open up eventually. China has no choice but to open up eventually. China is not going back to becoming a secluded society. Globalization is in the works. Trump was supposed to get a favorable deal from China. Trump was supposed to use his allies. He was supposed to use Europe. He was supposed to use everyone to get favorable deals for American corporations. That was what Trump was supposed to do. Get the tax cuts, that was one. Get some deregulations, that was two. And get favorable trade deals in China, and then probably Europe and all of these things. Because globalization is going full speed ahead. What is necessary is in order to get American companies in the best position to benefit the most from globalization, which they were in before the rise of China. Now Europe is becoming, if Europe should become a full block, right? and really say, you know what, let's govern Europe like it's one country, then Europe would also become one of the most powerful blocks in terms of GDP, and military wise. China would become one, America would become one. That is also one of the reasons why Trump started going at Europe, but he wasn't supposed to go at Europe so quick. He was supposed to get China done, then started bothering Europe. But instead, Trump, again, I think power got to his head. And this is where it's a power corrupt absolutely. He got his mission, failed to do his mission, power got to his head, trying to destroy the status quo. Your mission was simply to get favorable concessions from China so that they can open up their market, so that we can get a better position to compete, not just globally but within China and against Chinese companies, because China is also positioning their multinational corporations to run the world. Listen, globalization is ahead. One world government is coming. Believe it or not, it's coming. It's really coming. I think the power got to Trump head, and he think that, you know what, since I'm no president, I can get to I don't have to take orders from these guys anymore. I can really do things my way. No, Mr. Trump. You got to follow the script. Listen, this is gonna sound like conspiracy theory to all of you guys, but this I absolutely believe what I'm saying. So what Trump now did, you see, storming the Capitol, I believe that was definitely a coup. I think Trump did just enough to incite the mob. So, just enough to incite the mob while not implicating himself. But everybody knew what was going to happen. What do you think was going to happen? What do you think would happen if these mobs actually saw Nancy Pelosi, someone like AOC? What if they had to actually catch Mike Pence? You think they were going to have a nice conversation? Listen, I'm trying to let you people realize that you guys have to stop listening. You guys have to start paying attention to reality and not the reality that you want to see. This is one of the reasons why people are so depressed, because we're constantly trying to pay attention to create a reality that we want instead of looking at the reality for what it is. This world is cruel. It has always been cruel. Everyone is out for themselves. Of course, it can be a better world, but in order for it to be a better world, it's going to take someone who's willing to sacrifice. Most human beings aren't willing to sacrifice themselves for anything greater than what themselves. That's why the status quo has always been maintained. So I think Trump was getting ahead of himself. That is why you see everyone it's coming down so hard on him. You know, do you think the Wall Street want to see America in chaos? You think Wall Street want to see civil war in America? You cannot destroy this. Can you imagine a civil war in America right now? That will destroy American multinational corporations within the global market. Because if America should enter a civil war right now, logistics, everything is thrown out of whack. And capital, again, I'm telling you, the final stage of capitalism has not been achieved yet, where capital can be quickly, you can sell everything immediately and quickly transfer your money from one point to the next point. Travel is not yet to that point. Everything is about reaching a state of capitalism where we almost create a singularity, a capital singularity, where that's the place where we are going with capitalism in today's world. And most people don't realize it. Every day all of you guys championing capitalism right now, you're gonna regret it. Because you guys don't even know what you're championing. You guys think you're championing some capitalism, thinking it's the best. All this, you guys don't even know what you're championing. The point at which these people want to push capitalism, they talk about the complete free market without the government intervention. The only way to achieve that is to create capital, allow capital to become a singularity. And all capital become a singularity, we have to give it consciousness in and of itself. That is why technology is a part of creating the capital singularity. Infrastructure, traveling, logistics, all of these things. That is why I say now the new phase of electricity, EVs and all of this is the next phase. All of these things we are trying to create energy that has no latency. That is why electricity, EVs are now becoming a norm. And now we are creating everything. Everything is all up. Listen, this is going to sound too a conspiracy. The point I'm trying to make is that Trump has overstepped, and the people in charge are getting rid of him. He was supposed to sell the dream to poor Republicans and poor whites and all of these things, let them believe that he was on this. Trump was never on your guys' sides. Stop believing in these ideology. The quicker you guys realize that Democrats and Republicans are the same set of people. They are just different sides of the same coin. Democrats and Republicans are beholden to the rich. America is America because of its economy. Not be, I know most of we like to believe that America's military is what's really keeping America in charge of the world. It's not. It's its army. It's not. It's not army. It's its economy, the capital. Human beings have never been war. What people have fought war for less. It's the capital. It's money. That's what's preventing war. Money. It's not nuclear weapons as we like to think. It's money. It's always about money and power. That's what's preventing these things. It's presented to us like, oh, we don't want war. America is too powerful. It's not because people are right. There's always gonna be somebody crazy enough to. You think that we don't have crazy people who's willing to fire a nuclear weapon without consequences, but they're never gonna. Yeah. Anyway, you guys gonna think I'm crazy, but this is my 2 cents for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you like the content, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.